Last week, as I asked you, beyond 113, certainly you can expect 114, 114.5, and in fact 115 levels can be expected. We can see similar size of candle. In fact, it went past by 114.5, but then we have seen a strong pullback towards the end of the week. But should we consider this as a reversal, and can we expect more bearishness in the dollar index in the coming times? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. Missing on to subscribe this channel is missing on the profits. So yes, do like, share, subscribe and comment. Do press the bell icon, and also remember, in this analysis we'll try to find out the answer to the question that what should be our strategy, what can be expected out of dollar index in the coming days, maybe in the month of October, because this is going to be the first trading week of the month, and also in next few weeks till towards December. What can be expected? We will try to find the answer to these questions. Now yes, let's start. First, this is on the weekly charts. On the weekly charts, first thing is very clear. See, let's have a look at it, how it has behaved in the last recent past. You can find out this is a channel in which it is trying to trade. See, every candle holds a meaning. It has precisely achieved the highs. I told you that this is going to be high at around 115 levels, and from there, now where is the bottom? Certainly 111, very good support, and then below that levels you can find that 109.5 and 108. These two levels you should mark out for. Only and only if dollar index trades below 108, you can consider that it has reversed. Till the time it trades above 108, you should not try to keep a long-term sell position in dollar index. It is indeed bullish. Yes, it has a lot much to cover on the upside. So first support level at 111, next at 109.5, and the last at 108. If it breaks below 108, consider that it is looking forward to reverse, and then I will be looking forward to 105 and below levels. So mark these three levels: 111, 109.5, 108. Only and only if dollar index trades below 108, you can consider that it is trying to trade moderately bearish, and then 105 levels can be seen. Now look at this, the pullback here on the weekly charts. You can find out this is a strong pullback, and this is also precisely from the highs of this channel. For next week, the level at 111 is going to be important, then 109.5. These two levels are very, very important. It can try to show you a little pullback on the downside till towards 111, very much possible, and then it can again try to resume the bull run. This time the candle is going to be further bullish, further increasing in height from what we have seen earlier. So earlier you can see 109.5 to 113, almost $3.5 here, and then possibly if it tries to pull back from here, we may see almost $4 of move, 4 points of move, and hence it can try to break past 115 this time. So be cautious, be alert. Now this is on the weekly charts. Let's have a look at the daily charts. Also on the daily charts, another observation from last three candles. Last three candles is strongly bearish, but look at the last candle. The last candle failed to take it below, failed to sustain the lower levels, closed in a doji, and hence the next candle is going to be important, as it may try to get a pullback from here, and then the reversal can resume from here. So be careful. If it tries to trade above 120, 112.4, you can expect that we may see 113, and then beyond 113 certainly a stronger pullback can be expected. So another level to note out is 112.4. If it trades above 112.4, certainly you can remain long. Now this is the level beyond which we can expect a little more pullback. At the same time, if it trades below 111.8 here, you can expect that it is looking forward to 111.5 and 111 levels, which is going to be certainly a very strong support. Now see another observation on the daily chart. See, precisely it is trying to honor this channel. The highs of this channel in the coming days is going to be 116, and it is going to continue further from here. See, it is stabilized for strongly in this zone. You can see almost 2 to 3 weeks it has traded in 108 to 110. This time it has given a breakout. I think this is going to sustain here. We may see higher highs in coming days, but what is going to be considered as the top of this? Let's have a further look. And before we go to the monthly candle, let's have a look at the 4-hour charts here. Also, it is trying to stabilize here at 111.5 and 112.5 levels, and it is trying to give a swing in between these levels. Possibility of a reversal exists from there. If you see it trading above 112.4, possibility exists that it may try to breach 113 and then resume the bullish mode. Be aware of 114 levels, that is definitely will provide a stronger resistance, and beyond that 115.4, 116 levels to be seen there. On the downside 111 definitely a stronger support, you should be careful of that. And then 110, 809, see 109.5 the major milestone on the next on the charts there. If it breaks below 109.5, certainly 108 can be expected, but I don't think so that's going to be seen in near future in dollar index. So this is on the 4-hour charts. Now look at the monthly candle here. Now look at the monthly candle. Way back in 2004-5, the dollar index had achieved 120 levels, and is it going to achieve this or going to breach past this? Now these are the monthly charts. If you connect the lines from here, possibly it appears 115, 116 certainly is going to be a good level which it has to sustain. If it tries to sustain above this, certainly we are looking at 120 and below levels. Now this is precisely the channel in which it is trying to trade for months now, for years rather I will say. This is from 2007-8. It is trying to trade within this channel. It is trying to trade in this, and precisely it has achieved the high. So definitely I'll be looking forward for it to breach past this zone at 116. If it tries to trade above 116, certainly little more bullishness can be expected. Now see this, if you had an apprehension on my drawing, now this is an automatic drawn chart, and you can find that it is trying to trade in this channel, and also the median of this channel is at 105 levels, somewhere at 105. So yes, this is the channel in which it is trying to trade. Yes, if it breaches and sustains above 115, 116 zone in the month of October, be certain, be assured that 120 cannot be denied, and this time it may fly high. It can try to achieve the higher highs. So be careful of these levels. Now another observation on the monthly chart. See, this is the channel in which it is trying to trade, and this is an extremely bullish indication. See the monthly candle, it has left a wick out there from the preceding candle. It indicates that this time the candle can be big enough for it to take it further high. This time the candle can be long enough for it to take it till towards 120. Be careful, in the month of October we are going to see a possibly greener candle where it may try to achieve the highs before it tries to look forward to a pullback, or either close in the high. This is a megaphone pattern which it may try to form before it tries to get a pullback in the coming months. So in October, yes, there is a possibility for it to achieve the highs there. In November and December, there is a possibility for it to retrace a little edges, and hence in the month of October still I think there is still lot much of bullish move can be expected in dollar index. So yes, those who think that this is the right time to short dollar index, I think wait a while. I think there is a lot much for it to achieve in the month of October. We will see how it behaves, where it closes in the month of October, and that is the time where we can sell most of the dollar. But still, these are the times which we have not seen in past. Possibility exists in the November and December also. It may try to fly high, but possibility is larger that we may see a pullback there. Now for the next week, we'll see into detail. Now let's have a look with the help of indicators. What does the indicators are suggesting here? And if indicators also speak out the same language and the levels, we will try to find out. Towards the end, I will give you the strategy. Now look at the 4-hour charts. It is trading at below the median of the Bollinger Bands on the 4-hour charts, and yes, below the 20 period moving average, also trading little bit bearish, but yes, there is a possibility for it to trade upside. Yes, you can buy at 112.4 levels. Beyond that, certainly you can expect that we are looking forward to 113 levels, and then beyond that we may see a good rise in the index there. The directional movement moderately bearish. The stochastic is looking downwards on the 4-hour charts. The MACD is trying to converge. Be careful on the RSI is also trading flat near to bottom. Now look at the daily chart. So RSI has cooled down with this. Now look at the daily chart. See, it was trading at the top of the Bollinger Bands, and hence it has got a pullback. Now with this pullback, this is certain that the high of the Bollinger Bands must remain expanded with this move. Possibly the high at around 116 can be expected. Now see, on the daily charts also, it was trading at the extremes of the Bollinger Bands, and now whenever it is try to drop, this 20 period moving average has certainly provided it a support. Hence 111, 110.5, these are the two levels where it may get the maximum support, and then 109.5. These three levels certainly you should look forward to. If it breaches any of these three, then more bearishness can be expected. Till the time it trades above 109.5, certainly I don't expect it to trade bearish, and in fact the more bearishness is seen if it trades below 108 only. The directional movement was bullish so far, trying to converge. The stochastic was overbought. Now looking downwards, the MACD is willing to cross over for a sell. It is right now on the buy side, and the RSI was overbought. It is cooled down a bit here. So yes, the most of the indicators are now cooled down. Let's wait and watch more. Now look at the weekly charts. On the weekly charts, why there is a pullback? See, there is a pullback because of two reasons. One, this is the high of the channel which it has achieved. Second, this is also, it was also trading outside the Bollinger Bands, and with this move, with where it has achieved higher highs, the possibly next candle when it starts, the Bollinger Bands would have already expanded, and it has still got the room for it to expand or rise further. So see, it was trading outside the Bollinger Bands, got a pullback now. On the downside, see here, this is the 20 weeks moving average situated at around 107, which is now going to be on the weekly charts, which is a good support there. Below 107, certainly it will call for another bearish move. See, on the directional movement indicator, you will find, see, consistently it has expanded from 2021. You can see consistently it has expanded on the weekly charts, and it is again on the expanding side. It again indicates there is still not much of bullishness. Also, this is overbought, but it does not mean that it cannot sustain the overbought levels. Yes, it is still come back to, it can still trade over these levels for a little while before it looks over to a drop. The MACD is divergent and bullish, and it has still got the room. But look at the RSI. See, the previous RSI is definitely, these were the extreme high times when it is achieved the highs there and then retraced. So possibility exists that it can try to cool back a little before it looks forward to any upward move. Yes, it is consistently trading overbought. Yes, it requires a little drop, but when it will drop, that needs to be looked at. Yes, there is a potential for it to achieve the highs there on the upside before it tries to drop. Now look at the monthly candle. On the monthly charts too, this traded outside the Bollinger Bands, and it has got a pullback. Yes, it has still got the bullishness. Next time the Bollinger Bands would have expanded when it starts for the month of October, and certainly we can find it getting more room for it to rise further. The directional movement extremely divergent, extremely bearish. Yes, it can sustain one more month of bullishness. See the times when it has seen the extreme highs there. Yes, it has still some room for it to expand and increase the bullishness. Yes, the stochastic is trading overbought, but not to the extreme overbought levels which we had seen in 2015. It is still at a very comfortable zone, but yes, it is at high and it is an overbought levels. Now look at the MACD. This is divergent and it is still bullish. It is consistently trading bullish here. It is still got some room. I think one more month it can sustain before it looks forward to a crossover for a sell, and which will start or which will initiate the bearish mode or sideways movement in dollar index. But possibly that is not the month of October. In this month again there is a possibility for it to take it further high. The RSI, this is extremely overbought now. That is one worry point which is indicating. See what happened when it achieved these levels last time. You can see this was the time it has achieved higher highs, then a pullback, and then it traded sideways. This is what is my worry point. It has achieved the same levels. Yes, there is still scope for it to achieve the highs before it looks over to a vertical drop. Hence, yes, there is still bullishness, but then be cautious. In the 20 periods timeline since 2000 levels, this is only the second time when on the monthly charts the RSI has become overbought for dollar index. Hence, you need to be little bit cautious there. So we have seen the charts and indicators. Now let's decide the trading strategy for next week. See, with this analysis, one thing which has come out is, yes, there is a scope for it to rise. However, a pullback is certain, and possibly if not this month, but then from next month onwards, the pullback, the drop on the downside is very much certain. But whether it is the good time for you to expect it this month, I think you have to wait a little. Yes, there is a pullback which is certain, but you have to wait a little. It may achieve the highs before it looks over to a pullback there. So considering, let me give you the trading strategy for next week. And also, if you want to learn this art of reading the charts applicable across commodities, indices, cryptos, forex, and the strategy where you can identify the profitable trades, you can join my mentorship batch. My 15, this is going to be a 15 batch starting on 3rd of October. 15 sessions, live sessions, 90 minutes daily, and a lifetime support is what you get. So definitely it will help you become a profitable and proficient trader. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Also, you can be part of my signals group. Also, you can become a patron and support the effort which I am delivering on day-to-day basis consistently. Reach out to me, join, become a patron, become a mentor, part of my mentorship batch. Now, next week, if you see dollar index trading above 112.5, you can buy here. 112.8, 113.2, and then 114 levels. You should certainly expect that it is going to get a little resistance around this zone. Beyond 115, directly I will look forward to 115.4, and if it passes this, then 116 cannot be denied. Just be careful till 116 levels, as there is a possibility for it to get the resistance here. So yes, if it breaks past 114, expect 116, and yes, for next week, if it continues to trade above 116, it may gain further strength for it to achieve 120 levels, achieve the high there. It is a double top region. Yes, there is no such word written that it cannot break past 120, but definitely there is a pullback which is left, which is pending in dollar index. It may achieve a high before it looks over to a pullback. Wait for next couple of weeks or 3 weeks. Yes, then a pullback can be expected, and this time it is going to be a stronger pullback. In fact, if it cannot be the month, it may not be in the month of October. It is possible, or it is certain that we may see it dropping from November, December onwards, possibly. But before that, now look at this here. Below 111.5, you can certainly sell. You can expect 111. Now this is going to be a good support. 111, then 110.5, and then 109.5. Watch out for these three levels on the downside. If it breaks below 109.5, certainly we are looking for a little more bearishness. Then 108.2 levels can be seen, and below that it will fall sharply for 105, and more bearishness can be seen if it drops below 108.2 levels. So first thing is, it has to break past this zone at 111, 110.5, 109.5. If these three levels are broken, consider that it is going to remain bearish, and then you can expect 108 and then 105 levels to be seen. But till the time it trades above this, certainly that is just a retracement. It is going to remain bullish. So trade accordingly, trade profitably, trade with a stop loss, trade with the levels, and trade with a trailing stop loss. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Thank you.